Going on today, guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be doing this little build here on the GTR R34. We've got about 430 odd horsepower in this thing. We're going to try and make this thing as absolutely slow as possible. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so guys, now we're going to jump straight into the upgrades and tuning. We're going to get straight into this here, straight into this build. So, straight into your conversions, we're going to go, we're going to have a look at the engine swap. I have not swapped out the engine. This is the stock GTR engine in this. And obviously we're going to change it from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive. We don't want any of that all-wheel drive stuff, as like I always say on the channel. Once again, guys, aero and appearance absolutely doesn't matter. All personal preference. If you want to change out like some of the bumpers and stuff from the stock ones, you can. If you want to throw a massive wing on it, you can. Like say you can put on the top secret wing if you want to. It's not going to affect it a lot. Like say I've just taken it off because I just fancied it being off. But yeah, no, straight on here, straight on the tires. This is obviously a slow drift tune, so we want to have stock tires on here, even though they are a different compound. This is one of the most difficult cars to tune for slow drifting, as it's obviously not got stock tires on. It's got the sport tires, or the street tires rather. So we're going to try and make that. I'm going to show you guys how to make it as slow as you possibly can on this game. But yeah, now we're cracking on with this now. We've got stock tires on here. We've got the stock front tire width, and we have the stock rear tire width on here. Once again, guys, rims completely personal preference. If you want to change them out, you can. Like say you can put on whatever rims you want. I just went for these ones. I thought they looked pretty good with the car. Track width, front track width, I've got this maxed out. Once again, personal preference. I prefer it to be maxed out because that way you get a little bit more width on the car. Gives you a little bit more like I say, a little bit more angle or whatnot. But yeah, now we're gonna crack on here. We got drivetrain, we got the clutch. Put the race clutch in here, guys. We got the race transmission. We have the race drive line. We got race differential. Like I say, all these things will allow us to tune the car. We got the race brakes. We have obviously the drift springs. We don't have the drift springs on here. Anti-roll bars. We got race anti-roll bars. Race rear anti-roll bars as well. We have the race roll cage in here. Only got street weight reduction though, because obviously the car is quite a quick car. Even though it's an A class. Even though you might not think it's like quick, but to tandem with other people that have got, you know, like slower cars. For some reason, there's a certain few amount of cars in this game that just accelerate and just blast past everything, even though you've got less horsepower and everything like that. The S15 is another one. I know I've done a video to make the S15 really slow. That is another car. That is another example for this. For some reason, some cars just are really quick. I don't know why. It's just weird. But like I say, if you want me to do a video like listing off how many cars like I've got, you know, they're really quick and how to tune them down so they're really slow, I will do that. But nonetheless, let's crack on with this. We've got 1,540 kg in the weight for this car, 430 horsepower. Now, speaking of horsepower, let's now jump into the engine here so I can show you the parts that we have in here. We have a stock intake, stock fuel, stock ignition, stock exhaust. We've got the race cams, sport valves, stock displacement, stock engine block, stock pistons, stock twin turbos, stock intercooler, stock oil and coolant, and you got the race flywheel. So that little lot does give you a 430 horsepower, 441 newton meters of torque. and an A class of 751. Like I say, it's not too bad. It's a pretty nice tune. I think it handles pretty well in the tandem trains and whatnot. So, like I say, you guys just let me know. Let me know what you think. Obviously, we're going to jump straight into tuning. So we've got the front tire pressure and the rear tire pressure. We've got this all the way max to 55 psi. That's so we can get the car out, get it sideways. You know, obviously with the grippier tires, it's going to need a bit more psi than the stock tires, because obviously they're a bit more grippier, so we want that to be less grippy as possible. We've got the gears. I got 3.00 on the final drive. I have 4.95 on first, 2.99 on second, 2.39 on third, 1.67 on fourth, 1.37 on fifth, 1.21 on sixth. Alright, so alignment. We've got the front camber I have at -5 and the rear camber at -5 as well, just to give it that much more of a slower edge. Toe, I got a 1.0 degrees out on the front and -0.2 degrees on the rear. Front angle caster, 6.5. Like I said in my previous videos, I always put my angle at 6.5 just because I think it suits me a little bit better. Again, if you want to put it at 7, that's completely up to you. Anti-roll bars and springs I don't touch, nor the dampers I touch, or the aero. Braking, I have 60% balance on, obviously the balance, and then the pressure I have 70%. Nice little balance there. When you brake, it doesn't completely stop your car, it just sort of brakes it a little bit. There is some people that only runs the pressure at like 20-odd%, but I don't really hold down my trigger. I sort of just tap it sometimes, so 70% feels good for me. If you want to lower it a bit more, that's completely up to you, but that will help you tandem with other people. If they're going a little bit slower and you want to hit the brakes, you can, instead of pulling the e-brake and then everyone crashes in behind you. Differential, you want 100% on both of that, both acceleration and de-acceleration, 100% on both. Like say, once again, that'll lock the rear tires, lock the rear wheels rather, and both of them will spin at the exact same time, which will help. Obviously, the power just go to the back tires and helping you slide. But yeah, no, we're now done with the tuning. I'm gonna quickly head out and have a little drift about here, so you guys can see exactly what's going on with it. Alright guys, so we're gonna hit this section real quick. This is one of the older sections. I don't think I've run this yet on the channel, so we're gonna go ahead and hit that real quick. Once again, just keep an eye on the speed. Keep an eye on the speed so that way you can see how quick it actually is going through these turners. I haven't hit all the stuff out of the way yet, so just bear that in mind. Obviously, when I hit the stuff, it's gonna slow it down even more. But as you can see, not really going above 20, 23, 24. Bit of a straight there. Getting rid of all this stuff. It'll probably be better the second time around, but it's all good. Coming around here, it's still doing about 20 odd. I have got manual clutch on as well, guys, so that is probably a big part of it as well. If you haven't started with manual clutch yet, I do advise doing it. Get it on, man. Just do it, because I used to run just manual, and after I put on manual clutch, I just haven't gone back since. Like, manual clutch is so much better. You have so much more control over the car. Everything is just so much better. So I do advise definitely getting that on for sure. But yeah, we're definitely ripping up here from the end of the course. So that is that course done. We're now going to quickly hop over to another course and then go from there. Alright guys, so now we're on the other side of the containers. We're going to hit this course now. This course is quite well known. If you have been on my streams, obviously we do run this quite a lot. But yeah, be sure to go and check out my stream if you want to come in, join some drift lobbies, you know, get into some slides with us, get in some tandems. That's all well and good, you know, we chilling. But now we're just gonna once again check out the speedometer here. We're not really running anything over 22, 23. Sometimes making it into 26 like we are in there, but like I say, that's coming back down from that bit. That's really smooth. Such a really smooth, nice sort of tune that we have on this. It definitely feels really good in the train as well. Sticking out here, 18 miles an hour, 19 miles an hour. Gonna hit that. Oh, almost hit that there. Had to readjust, but no, we're good. But yeah, no, that's pretty much the tune for this car, the Skyline R34. Alright guys, this is going to be the end of the video now. Be sure to hit a like and a subscribe button. Leave me a comment if you like the Skyline. Leave me a comment if you like the R34. If you like the tune, everything like that. I'm going to leave the tune up onto the marketplace. Be sure to hit me up. My gamer tag is in the top left hand corner of the screen. Be sure to cop this. If not, be sure to follow this along the way, how we just done it. But yeah, no, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.